You what?
From the alley-oops at Keysar to the glory days at the stick. From who's got it better than us to brick by brick. It's always the 49ers way, from off-season to game day. Yeah, we talk back. It's the 49ers Cutback.
It's 49ers Cutback Podcast time. And you know what? People are not respecting the 49ers defense. We need to talk about it. Where do these 49ers sit? Is Bleacher Report right? Are the 49ers the 15th best defense in the NFL? Or are they completely off their rocker? Because the 49ers are way better than that.
Look, they are after last season they finished top 5 in every major statistical category with the exception of points, Bleacher Report. Top 5. Every category. Passing yards, top 5. Rushing yards, top 5. Anyone want to take a guess on total yards? It's top 5. It's top 5. It's top 5, guy. Top 5 except for points, and even points was I think they were 17th. So just below, they're right at the middle of the range of teams in the NFL. And they weren't healthy. They didn't have a pass rush. You had guys missing games and guys off the field. Richard Sherman playing at not even Richard Sherman levels of playing. Jason Verrett finally coming into his own, but not having your best pass rushers on the field at all after week 2. And was still a top 5 defense. I get it. You want to give a lot of credit to Robert Saleh for that. I'm willing to give Robert Saleh a lot of credit as well. But that was a loaded roster also. That was a talented roster even after those guys. It was good. It's even deeper now. This roster is even deeper, and all those guys are going to be back healthy. I'm sorry. Robert Saleh is the difference between a top 5 defense and us being middle of the road? I don't buy that for a second. Not a second. And let's keep in mind here, there's a lot of 49ers fans who think Robert Saleh wasn't even that great of a head coach or great of a defensive coordinator. And a lot of the Bleacher Report people, up until the offseason started up, a lot of the talking heads weren't ready to crown Robert Saleh as an elite coach in the league yet, that he was just coaching a lot of talent and that he didn't start doing great things until he had that talent. So this is a complete 180 flip for me in terms of how people have been talking about Robert Saleh. And again, someone just trying to come up with something bold and hot so people will click on it and be like, oh, the 49ers at 15th, that's a little crazy. But you know what? Robert Saleh is a good coach, and without him, maybe they're not as good. I don't buy it for a second.
I don't understand it. We're talking about a defense that took them to a Super Bowl, was a few holds away from winning it. Dominated that game, made Mahomes look average for 3 quarters. And they're pretty much the whole defense is back except for Buck. And he was gone last year too. But I don't understand it. I don't see it. I know Robert Saleh is a good defensive coordinator. He's not Buddy Ryan where he invented a defense, that no one understood. Cover 3, wide 9, something other people can coach, something other people can do. I don't understand why they were top 10 last year in every major category, except for points given up, but that's not all on the defense. I don't understand how getting Nick Bosa back healthy, getting hopefully Dee Ford back healthy, signing some other guys like Zach Kerr, Arden Key, Maurice Hurst, drafting Hufanga. I don't understand how making them better as a group, which I think we can all agree they've improved from the guys that were active at the end of last year, makes them 7 or 8 spots worse. And people who think that was defense too about Saleh, until they got Bosa and Warner stepped up his game and all that, their defense wasn't very good under him.
But a lot of that reason is because Solomon Thomas didn't pan out.
True.
And they had picks and they had guys that were supposed to pan out that didn't. And then when they got the right players, it did. So it's not always wasn't Robert Saleh's fault, but you have to have the talent to be able to do it. That's why D'Amico Ryans is going to be successful, because they have the talent. The questions you can have about this possibility of them being the 15th best is the secondary, because the secondary is the only spot where there is a weakness, because you went from Richard Sherman to Emmanuel Mosley. Us that understand 49ers football know that Richard Sherman last year is not Richard Sherman from the Legion of Boom or even from 2019.
Mm-mm.
So it's not as big of a fall off, or if it is a fall off at all, because Emmanuel Mosley's on the way up. So we don't see it the same way that people on the outside will see it. The 49ers have a top 5 defense, and the reason is that defensive line is elite. You have the guys that can do it. They added to it with Ebukam. They added to it with Arden Key and Hurst. Zach Kerr, too, ridiculous, is going to be great. DJ Jones gets better all the time. You have the best middle linebacker in football. There are just so many things to like. The stability at safety now with 3 guys that have starting experience that can really play for you, that they can use in a bunch of different roles. Once again, I think this is just people like that don't understand the team, that don't see the ins and outs like all of us do, that pay attention to the 49ers all the time, that know every single player on the roster, will think that Robert Saleh will be the biggest difference. What they don't understand is that Kyle Shanahan's been getting ready for Robert Saleh's departure for a couple years now. He knew it was coming, he knew it was inevitable, and he had a guy in-house that was ready. D'Amico Ryans has been learning from Saleh. He knows this defense, he knows what to do. They also brought in James Betcher to help him as well, and he will help get things going for the team. They have insulated D'Amico Ryans. This defense is going to be back. They're going to be better than ever. I can't wait to see them be back on the scene and causing all kinds of problems. Bleacher Report, they know they're wrong. It's not 15. It's top 5.
Well, let's not forget either. I mean, they had the Bucs at 1. The Bucs ranked beneath the Niners in every statistical category, with the exception of points per game, and they were healthy all season. For the most part, they were healthy all season. Look, they brought all their pieces back. So again, is Robert Saleh the difference between the Niners being in the top 3 and being a top 3 defense and being 15th? You got to show me something. Like, I have to see something statistically that would prove that would be the case, because ever since Saleh had talent, this team has been good.
Yeah.
Which leads me to believe that the talent is the main cog in the wheel for the success, and that you just need someone who knows what to do with the talent. That piece can be interchanged. That's not to say that he's not a great defensive mind, because he is. The things Robert Saleh was able to do last year with that defense were different. We had a different kind of success last year. He had to do it in a different way because some of the pieces that were out, but he still had the talent there in order to make the pieces work and fit, to find a new way to accomplish it. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's how I kind of view this. That's why I don't think it's as big of a drop-off, because I think you just need to have a guy with some competency, and I'm sorry, D'Amico Ryans has played in the league. He knows what it takes to have a successful defense in the NFL.
Yeah, I think it's usually conventional wisdom that if you lose, a big-time coach that, everyone sees from the outside as, the mastermind behind something, you automatically think that there's going to be a fall-off. But once again, when you're close to it, you don't have to worry about that, because you know that they have prepared for this and they're going to be ready for it. And the 49ers are going to be absolutely ready for this. And I think I would feel, less secure about it if I didn't know they had the best middle linebacker with the best mind on defense, and Fred Warner. He's going to be able to legit get everyone into the right situations, and he is a coach on the field. So you can always stay in the right, places and get the guys in the right spots. So that was something Richard Sherman helped with. Now Fred Warner can completely take over. You're going to have the growth of Nick Bosa up front. He can take charge of the defensive line now, but you brought back so much stability with that. And that cannot be misunderstood. The fact that they were so good in the secondary last year with the no pass rush and the pass rush struggling, I think it's just going to be unbelievable when you get this pass rush back together. That secondary did improve last year, and now you couple it with this improved defensive line. It's going to be fun to watch, because they're going to be causing problems for everyone all over the field.
Agree with you 100%. Let us know what you think down below right now in that comment section. Do you agree with us here? This defense is way better than top 15.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Top 3 at the very least. Or do you agree with Bleacher Report? We're giving the Niners too much credit.
Yep.
We're not giving Saleh enough credit. Let us know. And while you're down there, don't forget to like.
Do people really agree with that?
I don't think so either.
By the way, if anyone does Not hating, but if anyone does disagree with us, feel that they're not top 5 at least. I want some like who is better and why.
He wants examples.
I want
descriptors.
I want to have like a debate about this because I just don't see more than 2 or 3 defenses you could put above them.
All right,
reasonably.
You heard it from the horse himself. You heard it from the horse mouth, not the horse's mouth. The horse's mouth. He wants to know who, why, how,
where,
when
they were born.
Exactly. All of it right now down below. And don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Help us get to 1K today. Join the Cutback community. You're not going to regret it. It's a lot of fun out here. Just ask Kenny and Gary.
Yeah. Make sure you share the video, get it out there so everyone can enjoy it. But join the conversation. You know, if you're watching, make sure you send a comment. It's always fun to engage with everyone, and we want to get to know you guys as we continue to engage. It's a lot of fun. We always enjoy doing it, so make sure you join the conversation.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. Love discussing things with you guys. We love football. We know you guys do too. We're just looking forward to seeing this defense back healthy on the field.
Tommy, don't think I forgot about you, man. I definitely didn't. And
you still didn't know who Marquise Lee was.
Every single one of you Cutback community day ones, we love y'all, and 49ers fans, until next time, you stay safe.
And remember, the right way
is always the 49ers way.